Hi everyone, welcome to the introduction video of the food recommendation system interface presented in our research. Our target user for this system is primarily individuals who have a desire to prepare food at home. Therefore, we will provide some suitable food requirements. But before we proceed, I want to note that because the dataset used in the research is in Vietnamese, some information in this video will also be in Vietnamese format and may be a little bit inconvenient to follow. However, I will try to explain the important details for you. Returning to the content of the video, let's have an overview of the interface. We have divided it into two different displays, including content and item-based, representing content-based filtering and item-based collaborative filtering, and user-based, representing user-based collaborative filtering. Moving on to the first page, there are three sections where users need to input information. The first one is the favorite food selection, where user can choose their personal favorite dish, which will serve as the foundation for the recommendation. Next is the food requirement, assisting users in filtering results to make them more personalized. And finally, there is the system option, where user can set some crucial factors for the system. So now in the first section, I will choose my favorite dish. Since Streamlit provides a search box, instead of manually scrolling the page and find dish, you can enter keywords here. So now I will choose Scotch rice. This is Scotch rice with pork floss. And next I will choose the food type which I prefer. Here there are three options: vegetarian, non-vegetarian and non-requirement, meaning both vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes are acceptable. So I think we choose non-requirement. Next I will choose the serving size for the suggested dishes. The significance of these choices is that the amount of ingredients for the dish in a database is fixed and cannot be scaled according to the user preference. Therefore, if user choose dishes with a serving size larger than reality, there may be redundant food and vice versa. Here, everything we choose 4 people. How long do you request the food to be cooked? It means the cooking time. Here, you can choose according to your preference or select no requirement. And the final food requirement is the calorie content in the dishes. You can limit it to under 320 calories, 460 calories, 600 calories, or no requirement. I will choose under 600 calories. Moving on to the third section, there are two options for user here, including what you want to suggest the dish based on, and which unit of measurement do you want. As mentioned earlier, we combine both content-based and item-based collaborative filtering on the same page. Therefore, this characteristic represent the content-based method, while user review represent the item-based method. Unit of measurement here includes a total of 6 types. However, if the user choose the item-based method, they will be only able to choose two metrics, Pearson and Cosin. Also, user can toggle here to display information about the selected favorite dish. Then, they can press the recommendation button. And here are the recommendation. Another Scotch right here. And then there are all the meals with pork floss. But at a glance, you can see that these food names are not related to the food which I chose very much. Um, The reason for this stems comes from the system operating mechanism. Specific, Specifically, the system doesn't calculate the relationship using the name, but their ingredient description, which is the overview, and nutrition amount. So now let's head to the second page. You can see the sections are nearly the same, except for the third section, where you can choose as many meals as you like. These meals are the foundation for calculating recommendations. So just add what we did on the first page. You can search for favorite dishes at this search box. I think we choose no requirement for all for better visualization. Okay, I will choose another Scotch rice. Press enter to apply, and they are okay. We choose 1, 2, 3. I will choose some bread. Okay, one. I will choose some noodles. Okay, now we choose some like pho. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's hit the recommendation button. Be patient. Wait for the calculation. So here are the results. Similar to the first page, perhaps perhaps the names of the foods are not closely related. There's a noodles here. Yeah, perhaps the names of the foods are not closely related. However, if you delve deeper into the ingredients or the nutrition amount or the description of the food, you can see the reasoning behind these recommendations. And that's all you need to know about our food recommendation system presented in the study. Wish you all the best. Bye.